Okay, we're gonna continue this Severance TV talk because I thought I was gonna end it in the last video, but honestly, about what I said, if you need to watch that last video, but about how can I be so upset at any Mark for choosing life and not going out the door with Gemma, but it's like this like weird dichotomy of having like being so um heartbroken for Gemma, because I feel like the episode a couple episodes ago where we're seeing what's happened to Gemma was so. I remember watching it and being so upset, so sad after it, and through it as well. But being like seeing what's happened to her. Obviously, we know she's down there, but we didn't see exactly what was happening to her. And even in the finale, learning about like every like project that Mark has been doing has been like creating a new innie for her, and it's just been like it's so horrible. And her being down there trying to like get to Mark and still feeling about Mark, but like she's trapped because the elevator changes and she's Miss Casey and they send her back down and this whole thing. It's so having that and knowing like she's finally gotten Mark when they had that little like 20-second moment where like she comes out of the room and she's finally like Gemma again and they have this beautiful like little moment and then they're kissing in the elevator and then they change to Annie, Mark, and Miss Casey. It's just like, man, Gemma basically she's been down there, she saw Mark and then she woke up outside. It's like I saw someone say like Mark and Gemma had like four different versions of themselves. First, it was like actual Mark and like any Gemma in this like specific room she's in with the crib, and then she comes out and it's actually Mark and Gemma like they're back together, and then they're in the elevator. It's any Mark and then any Mark and Miss Casey, and then she goes outside the door and it's Gemma, and then it's any Mark and they can't like she can't get back inside. That's the other piece as well that makes it so tough because it's like I'm upset. It's like, why didn't Mark go outside? But I'm also like, how can I be so upset about like any Mark? And I think again with the beginning of the episode, like having the whole like, well, you're asking me to like end my life here, and Lumen is my life. If you take Lumen down, then like I'm over. But then it's also like Gemma is now she's able to be out of this place, but now she's watching Mark for the first time with this Helly person. She doesn't even know who the heck that is, and she's seeing her husband run away from her. She probably didn't. I don't even know if she ever knew he was even severed. Who knows what? It's just like that's why I think they make the episode of television was so good. And I heard they were gonna maybe end initially we're gonna end the episode with Mark just in the hallway not making a decision, but then they decided to like actually have him make a decision and run off with Helly. It's just like that's what makes it so hard because it's like I'm so heartbroken for Gemma, but I'm also like I'm upset at Mark, but also like how can I be upset at any Mark? It's like this. It's just this weird back and forth. I can talk about it for so much longer. Yeah. If you've seen the Severance finale, which you should have if you watch this video, let me know your thoughts.